This is the C Word Podcast. Everything talked about in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not financial advice. You should always seek professional financial advice. Now, onto the podcast.
On PumpFun.
Yeah, on PumpFun. To be fair, that's all a scam, mate. I made like $47.
On PumpFun?
Yeah.
Not bad.
No. And it's all from fees. The bulk of it was from fees.
But that's great.
Okay.
But I mean, just it's as in like you made money.
Yeah, creating my own shitcoin. People bought it and then I sold it and then...
Brilliant. Well done, mate. Like that's better than most people.
No.
Week one.
Because when I went
I was
deep...
just about to say.
Oh.
Your Degen journey starts with an ultimate rugging a coin.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But it's not like... It's not proper rugging.
No one got hurt.
No one got hurt. I didn't actually make any money.
$47, yeah. I think.
Do you know what I mean? I was expecting to make a mil. It didn't happen.
I think that's everyone's.
I see guys like on Ridium.io and making like 43 grand rugging. And I'm just like...
Do you know I've seen these
They
operations
just stopped
though,
the liquidity.
These operations are like, they're really... The best rugs have the most intense operations.
Really?
Right. So basically...
This is not financial advice.
Massively, right? Like they've got developers building the websites, people running social media to make it look like this is a legit operation and this is just a meme coin that's going to moon.
Yeah.
Right? And people get
How many
sucked in.
people fall for it?
Over and over again. But the thing is how
after
would
my
they
fifth
know
time,
anything?
I was like, never again.
How would they know any different though?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like they check all the socials, check channels, they're active, they're heaving, loads of followers. These accounts have been alive for a long time, so they've been
Give
building
it a
the
bit of
time.
authenticity,
Yeah, do you know what I mean? To say that this has been a long time and they look authentic. And then when you buy into the pool, there's 100% sell tax, or it gets rugged, right? And your tokens are stuck, like in your wallet. You're just like an idiot badge.
Is that not weird with if you haven't released the tokenomics on a project?
Well, it's
I'm
funny.
not talking.
It's funny because these like rug pull coins, they've done all that.
Yeah.
They did the hard work. Do you know what I mean? Like they did
Seems
it.
legit. They
Yeah.
got pictures of them in Singapore.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's
It is an intense operation. So crazy.
Do we know what happened to what the outcome of the Hawk Tour one was?
No.
It's
Yeah,
dead.
nothing.
It's dead.
No. I know, but did she get charged? Like I
No,
don't know.
she did.
No,
No,
she
I
didn't. But like I believe the last I checked on this, her reputation
Oh yeah,
has
it's
been
gone.
severely
Massively.
fucked.
I can't even... What are you talking about? Your reputation's done when you're on the internet going, hot to
Yeah.
I'll spit on that thing. What are you like?
Yeah. Well, the thing is she
Started
could
here.
At
have.
least now she's liquid.
So what,
Like,
so what was the outcome then? So she didn't get charged, but
She
did
didn't
they
get
find
charged.
out what happened?
No clue.
No,
They don't know. Okay.
it's
I
just
wonder
yeah,
because it was like everywhere. Then all of a sudden it just went really
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
I
it
didn't know.
just went quiet as the thing just got buried.
Yeah.
You know.
Was it like, it must be comforting if you're setting up rugs in the States and you're just going big on it and being like, the current government is not going to do anything about it. Being like, oh, we're going to make it really harsh for people that do rug pulls by setting up a coin in their own name.
Yeah.
And then pulling it, being like, oh yeah.
I heard
Hope Trump coin never does that.
the final Ibiza boss
Yeah.
went down the same path.
Yeah, on the decks. Yeah.
But do we know if that was actually him?
I don't know, but
Do you know what I mean? Was he
See,
actually
you
involved?
just
in
start
it?
them.
He said
People-
he made...
people just
anyone
start
can
them.
start. Like someone
That's-
started a token for us, and we had to come out and say like we're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
associated.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
What,
came
C
out and
word?
said he made 800 grand over summer.
He did?
Yeah, he was on a podcast.
Right.
Said he made 800 grand over summer following his haircut, glasses.
Right. What via crypto?
No, just as
Right.
No, he
as a
was
whole.
charging like 50 grand for like an
Ridiculous.
appearance at like
Ridiculous.
Right, I
in
see.
Ibiza and
Right,
stuff.
That's
okay.
insane.
Out to Ibiza the day after he got home.
Pardon?
Someone flew him back out to
Yeah.
Ibiza.
On a
the
jet.
day-
I heard- I
Internet
thought
money's
as well.
crazy.
It is
should-
wild.
Truly.
We should start the C word coin.
Yeah, we should. So the the Ibiza final
Still on
boss.
PumpFun.
This is
Yeah.
just
advice.
this is just one to like there could be loads, right? But
Yeah.
it is trading. It's going up and down. Up
On
and
what?
down. This is on CoinMarketCap.
Yeah.
Ibiza final boss symbol boss 0.00038.
Ooh,
check
popping.
if there's a perp to short it. Honestly, like you laugh.
That was the other thing I was surprised when I opened MetaMask for the first time in ages. It was like, I've got $100 and there's perps.
Yeah.
It was like the two things that came up.
So the big Friday crypto crash.
Yeah.
I just saw people like panicking hard, like liquidations left, right, and center.
I didn't understand where the crash was though, because like I checked my wallet and it wasn't down that much.
Yeah, but it'll mainly affect.
I have seen worse.
Yeah.
Like, is this people's first crash?
I think for some people though,
I feel like that meme with the nooses. Like,
thing is
first time.
The absolute worst thing about it was the fact that it was like Global National Mental Health Day or something like that. And
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
what a terrible combination!
I know, and
That is bad.
it was
Best
a
time to
nightmare.
rug people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy things going on in crypto Twitter. Like,
The thing is, you crypto bros. I say that.
You
as if
crypto
I'm not
bros.
one now.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
in
welcome.
the house.
Welcome to the party.
Big up.
Sat there in a hoodie, just in a rug.
Yeah. Mate, I've got orange shoes now. What are you talking about?
I love this transformation. It's beautiful.
Yeah, new year, new me. But I forgot where I was gonna. Oh yeah,
New financial
crypto moves
quarter, new me.
5%, and you talk about it's a crash. It's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's
Grow up.
because
grow up.
I think it's because like a lot of people because perps now becoming like a massive thing right now. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone and their mother is building perp stacks, right? So I think that a lot of people were so over leveraged there, and that's where the main crash was, as opposed to saying, you know, I know BTC. I don't know how much the drop was. It was under 10% though, wasn't it? So not, you know, crazy. But it was everyone using perps that got really screwed.
But what's insane is you can even trade options as well with crypto, and that is wild.
Yeah.
I think perps are not as wild as. I say that because I have exposure. You know what I mean? But,
So what options have you been?
I've never traded an option in terms of crypto.
Okay.
To be fair, I've never traded options in terms of TradFi as well. I mean, those are typically US individuals that trade options because this side of the Atlantic, we at least have, particularly in the UK, you have spread betting, you have CFDs, you have futures. So
Yeah.
people here don't really trade options. But perps as a whole, gambling are us.
It's hot though
Yeah.
right now.
Very
Like, and it's
It's hot.
it's
because you can
exploded everywhere in
Yeah, but it's
crypto, like
because-
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's
I
because
can't believe it took that long as well. Yeah, like, oh, we're coming up with this
Well, the thing
revolutionary
is,
new ideas.
I don't know. Like, I just
Yeah,
noticed
yeah.
it all happened at the same time.
Yeah, because so this is my theory anyway.
Okay.
So we what was it? CZ posted on Twitter back in May, and he put, "Wouldn't it be great if we had a dark pool perps decks?
Yeah.
Like, who's building this?" Obviously, like, got tagged and things like that, and ever since then, and they were secretly obviously doing one because they've released Asta, but it's like all of these businesses now. After that, they were like, "Wow, this doesn't exist and there's a need for it." So then everyone just jumped on the wagon and just started, and that's why they're popping up out of
Just
nowhere.
vibe coded.
Right.
Yeah,
Too
Yeah.
much.
yeah.
The thing is, they're making so much money because one, you would make money off the trade in terms of the difference between the buy and the sell, like that spread, and then two, if you're rugging as well, you're going to take all
Not
that money.
everyone, not everyone is.
No, but it's just like it's
Saying
unreal.
in theory.
Like
Yeah.
retail are literally just exit liquidity for anyone who's smart enough to set up a DEX and then just like it's generally
crazy.
it's an unreal business model.
Yeah.
And it's all unregulated.
Yeah.
This is the wildest thing about it. Do you know what I mean? There's still no. I know we touch on this every single time. There's like no regulation, and you know when people lose their money, I see them. I speak to these people, like they're just like, yeah, I lost it, it's gone. You know, no school fees. Do you know what I mean? Like no food for the family. Like you know,
It's crazy though, because I saw a
I laugh,
stat.
but it's
it's
so
true.
wrong.
Yeah. I saw a stat the other day that was showing, you know, the difference between volume in terms of all of the centralized exchanges compared to like the DEXs, right? And like Hyperliquid obviously is completely, you know, out there in terms of usage, but like it just blows my mind how many people are now stepping away, like saying, okay, I'll absorb the risk, wanting to move to a decentralized platform as opposed to the likes of Coinbase and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I think it's the the story of untold riches.
They're willing to take the risk because they're like hearing, okay, well, that's how, Hyperliquid's airdrops were insane. It made people millionaires, you know what I mean? So it's like everyone wants to jump on that boat and they're willing to then accept the risk of being in the unregulated environment to then, reap those rewards.
Fascinating.
You know, crypto is like my diet. It's completely unregulated.
Oh, now that's human.
Now that's funny.
I'm a little bit worried about the bad jokes that are coming up now.
You just edit this later in the thing.
Yes, true. The timing was great, though. I can't get rid of the timing. It was brilliant. So 10 years today, BTC was $283. This makes people depressed every single time because
the number never changes.
Yeah, and
we all know it was cheap as fuck.
But the time between then and now has got greater, and the regret has got greater every single time.
Is not getting into it. I'm not being funny. Worked for a crypto business like late 2017, early 2018, where it still was considerably cheap.
Yeah,
and it's just like, why the hell did I not buy them?
Yeah. But you don't know, do you? No one knows. That's the problem.
I think the worst thing was that advice, though. Like, we started talking about this, and when we were first starting the podcast, was like, everyone comes to you for advice if you have any experience with crypto. I was like telling people in 2016, 2017 that the safest thing to do was just dollar cost average invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum and just stick at it. And I never did it, and I was always like chasing stupid trades, lost everything.
I mean, the thing is,
spent a
you're
lot
not
of Ethereum on NFTs.
I think that's probably the problem with the whole crypto space as a whole. You miss the actual time to jump on the train, and then you just constantly go for the hero trades.
I started investing like 2014, and then by I think like early 2015, I had all of my money back. It's like tripled.
Yeah.
And I just took out what I'd put in, and I was like,
cool.
Well, this is all just like profit now. This is just plain money.
Internet money.
Yeah.
So then it was like, I'll just fuck about. Whereas really, if I just left it all and just not done anything.
I don't think anyone knew it was going to get
this is the problem. But do you know what? Like, I've just been thinking, Mr. X, like, you might be best placed to sort of answer this.
If you say so.
Yeah, no. But the price of BTC, right, like, is at what point does it price people out and become only for institutions because it's so expensive?
That's a good question. Point. I don't think ever, because it's not like a share where you have to own 100% of it, at least with BTC or any sort of crypto.
You can have a fraction.
You can have a fraction of it. And I think that is a major difference. But not only that, with my favorite topic, perps, at this moment in time, right? You can request ridiculous amounts of leverage, put X amount on margin, and still have the ability to own the underlying asset. Yeah. Yes, there'll be quite frankly a shit ton of volatility when you're trading it and market movement, but I don't think it will ever be outpriced for an individual to purchase it. That being said, I think an individual might be outpriced if they want to buy a whole Bitcoin, and that's a different story. Yeah.
At what point do you think, and taking into account, like, you know, you can buy a fractional portion of BTC.
Yeah.
At what point, though, I mean, we're at like 6 figures now, BTC. At what point do you think that the average person in your experience will just be like, this is actually just not worth it?
Isn't it that people just don't... It's harder to imagine it going higher when it's really high.
But that's the thing.
Like, it was $200 and you're like, wow, this could be worth 100,000.
Yeah.
Then you kind of see that potential. But if it's at 100,000, it's like, could it go to a million?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason it couldn't, right?
From an institutional standpoint, there's a lot of talk of it going to 7 figures. And that's what I find insane. Like,
BlackRock and everyone are buying it up still, aren't they? They're like,
say that again?
All these big investment firms recently are announcing that they've just like
done ETFs
doubled their...
and stuff as well.
But what's interesting is they're still not advising on it, right? So they want the flows from retail, but they won't say go out and buy crypto. And that's what I find interesting. It's sort of like they're blackballing retail and keeping the assets for themselves. And that's what I think is so interesting.
That's got to be a good sign, though, right?
I think it is a good sign, but...
Oh, they're rugging. Just rugging all the Bitcoin.
Yeah. I think I have an obsession with listening to people who have their money where their mouth is, right? Because I think if you have an opinion in terms of markets, put your money where your mouth is. If you're right, you'll make money. If you're wrong, you'll lose money, right? And I think what they're doing is they're hoarding assets. So they're, buying all this BTC. They're not telling retail or other investors underneath them to buy just in case they're wrong. So I think it's more of a fear of missing out trade more than anything else.
Yeah, it's still the number one question I get asked.
Yeah.
Like, should I buy
Yeah.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
And do you know what I
And
just?
then send it straight to me.
I literally just tell
Scan his
people
QR
no.
code.
I've just got to this idea because a lot of people, because I think two reasons why I just tell them no and tell them that they missed a boat. Because one, I can see on their face, they're like, is this going to make me rich?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Just calm down, you'll never be me.
Yeah. And secondly, if I say yes and they go buy BCC,
And then it kicks them.
and then they lose the money or it goes down, like they're going to come back to me.
Yeah.
So I just say no. And
You don't often get people complaining the Bitcoin's too high. Like you said, don't buy it, and now look.
I know.
That's what I get though, because obviously I'm constantly just like, not giving financial advice, all that kind of thing, and
This is not financial advice.
there we go. And I would be put in such a bad position. I mean, it has happened to me where I've given, not poor advice, but, kind of, well, this is what I'm doing, and it's gone south. And it's like, I hate to be in that scenario. But then also you get blamed from saying, well, oh, God, I should have bought, when I asked you about buying Bitcoin last year, you said no, and now look at it now. And it's like,
so it's
you
like
can't win
the opposite
either
way.
You can't win either way,
Yeah, no, you're right.
I did just put all my savings into salt though. Cause
I think. I think that.
Not gonna make it.
Salt's on the way up. Okay.
I think logically speaking, I think there should be a certain allocation within an individual's portfolio to crypto as a whole. Because I think just from an opportunity cost, if you allocate one, I would even say up to 2, 3, 4, even 5% of your portfolio, I think that's probably worth the risk. But also a lot of people they don't understand. I always, when I'm speaking to Matt about investing, in terms of understanding your own personal mandate, right? A lot of individuals don't actually know if they're an aggressive investor or they're balanced or cautious, right? Why allocate 50% of your portfolio to crypto if you're a cautious investor or you're taking income from your portfolio? It makes no sense, because as a whole, crypto doesn't really, if you're hodling, pay an income. That's a conversation for a different day.
and if you've got Sol on Coinbase.
Yeah. So I think it's a difficult one, but I think in terms of opportunity cost, I think it's worth having an allocation than not. And I think, but then it depends how you're going to execute that investment or trade. Like, are you going to dollar cost average? Are you just going to go balls deep and buy a lump sum? Are you just going to wait for a pullback and then, let it rip? Are you going to, trade perhaps? Or whatever. So, yeah.
Speaking of perps.
Oh, here we go.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
I was looking at building this tool that will be able to predict whether the current flow is going up or down.
Okay.
That was it.
Oh, I was waiting for a bit.
I don't know if I don't know if I should say any more.
Yeah, interesting. I think
You should cut it out and make it, and we'll just use
Yeah, yeah, I can do that.
the reason why I'm attracted to trading perps and crypto as a whole
Yeah.
is because I don't believe that crypto is actually that fundamental. I think a lot of it trades more on sentiment and technical analysis, and that's why it's probably easier to trade. I think I would consider myself a perma bear for sure, in the sense of I think a lot of projects are pile of shit, and I think it's easier to short shit than it is to find a diamond in the rough. Quite frankly, it's easier than finding a needle in a haystack, and I think it's
Are we keen to know the stats on that? Like, if you invested in every coin,
Yeah,
$10, see what happened.
Yeah,
and
I
if
think
you just went against every coin with $10, well,
yeah.
because there's got to be more fail.
It's
than
a good
that.
Yeah,
experiment.
100. I think so, 110%.
There was that one as well with the someone gave all the major AIs 10 grand.
Yeah, that was
and let
real.
them trade.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like
really?
cryptos, yeah.
How did that?
DeepSeeker was it's currently up 47% in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
So
But like DeepSeek.
That's the one.
Yeah, most of them were kind of average.
Yeah.
A couple lost.
But also,
like
what was
DeepSeek
interesting
massive.
is
Crazy.
that person who did that picked the most volatile time to execute those
Last
trades.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it started just before the
last
crash.
Friday.
Yeah.
So it's just like interesting. Yeah,
This is wild. That's
Yeah,
wild,
yeah.
though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like,
but it
so-
just shows how fast
Well, no, you're right. So basically, the next bit of AI news, and it might be.
Should we explain what perps are though? For people that don't know.
Oh, you want me to explain?
Yeah, cool.
Ultimately, you're just trading crypto futures.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of what a perp is.
Yeah.
Simple as. So
We'll
you're
not
paying
go any
out.
further than that because I've had futures explained to me at least 20 times in the last year, and I have no idea how it makes any sense.
You're
So we're just going to pretend that these made up numbers happen or don't happen,
Pretty much.
and then I get money back
Yeah.
if they don't. And it doesn't matter if they happen or not. It's just we all just pretend that they might.
To be fair, futures make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like betting on a horse that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And then being like, yeah, actually the race
he
is
didn't win.
the race is next week anyway. Like it never happens. The race never happens. The horse doesn't exist. And then you can make money or you don't make money.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then like,
Pretty much.
you can also buy shares in a pretend stable that the non-existent horse lives in. Why?
To encourage degen behaviour, mate.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah. It just encourages gambling. Let's just be honest. Like, call a spade a spade. I think I'm veering towards the statement that all forms of investing is just gambling, right? I think
This is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice, but in terms of like when you think about statistics and odds, right? When you're investing in direct securities or companies, you invest, let's say you invest £100 and you're hoping that company produces 10% that year, right? If you put the same on a roulette table, the odds are probably more in your favor. Why? Because one, the outcomes are binary.
Yeah, the ball's got to land somewhere.
The ball has got to land somewhere, but also you know your payout.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't acknowledge that. If the ball lands in your favor, you're going to be paid out 100% of what, if your investing is binary in terms of red or black. But in terms of investing in direct securities or companies, it's not. You've got, that company has to have good management. The company has to be performing well, has to be in a good sector. There's a lot of factors that people don't factor in, and I just think people don't realize that a lot of investing is pure gambling anyway. So why not gamble more?
Fair.
Right.
Simple as
That was a great explanation.
That was really
That was
good.
deep. Like you had me. I was just like, I was like, tell me more.
Yeah. Let's perp.
That's perfect. Out.
Yeah.
You bet on that horse
Brilliant.
that's not there.
That's amazing.
Perp me, daddy.
But yeah.
I still get a lot of people asking, like, is it too late to get into crypto? And I think I don't think it is.
They're just thinking like Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But like, there's so many other other coins out there that are haven't had their day to shine yet.
Yeah,
The
and I
C-word
agree.
Coin, for example.
Exactly.
Like what?
It's definitely not too late.
The C-word coin.
Oh, yeah.
Available on PumpFun this week.
Yeah, it's not financial advice.
This is not financial
There it is.
advice.
Exactly that. So I say no, it's not too late to get into crypto, but I do make it very clear that like the ship they're thinking of has sailed.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what I mean? I know exactly what ship they're thinking
That advice
about.
would be so funny. They were like, is it too
You
late
know.
to get into crypto? It's like, no, build a DEX now.
Yeah. Yeah, just
always
the average
thinking,
person
like,
in the street.
yeah.
Like,
Can I just buy something that goes up 100x? Like, I don't know.
yeah, it's crazy.
Getting into crypto is not just buying a coin.
I know, and that's like I guess
It's a
the
way of
simple, the simple way of thinking about it is just like I'll buy a coin, I become rich.
Yeah.
That's what the hope is, and I can see it when they say it straight away, and I'm just like, yeah, but I know what you're thinking, and it's not that.
If I could a DEX, get ChatGPT to tell you the tokenomics of it, launch it.
Yeah,
You
there
need
you go.
to do a seed round as well, mate.
Okay, you ready for the bad jokes section? The
Oh.
bad jokes section.
Yeah.
That's the coffee that I was like. Right, you ready? Joke number 1 of 2. I bought Dogecoin as a joke. The joke's on me. I'm still holding it.
You're in it for the long run.
Yeah.
Tumbleweed?
Tumbleweed.
Yeah, tumbleweeding. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Cryptocurrency is the only place where... Sorry, I thought you were like already like so fed up with it.
just
Like,
waiting.
Cryptocurrency is the only place where diversifying your portfolio means owning 47 different kinds of nothing.
That's
Yeah, slightly better. That one probably came from Claude.
Okay.
Yeah, so just so you know.